82 days. 82 days since Summer Wells disappeared. There's been a lot of twists and turns in this investigation trying to find her. You got a father promotes abduction theory. Law enforcement don't see no evidence to prove. A mother shows no remorse. And both parents can't stick to their stories. They've been able to change it. And with the help of enablers on YouTube, they've been able to create a fake narrative to lead us down one of their assumed rabbit trails, or dog trail, in Don Wells' belief. The facts are she disappeared, and a 911 dispatch reported that a 911 call was sent in saying that the mother had went for a walk. She came back and the child was gone. The mother of this child, who adamantly insists that she don't go for walks in the woods. She's scared of snakes, bears, and coyotes. A mother that adamantly insists that Summer wouldn't go past the swing. Somebody had to come get her. A mother that claims that she was outside beside her mother's camper, Grandis's camper, either planting flowers or helping her with her knee brace, while somebody come and got her daughter. Now, she's in the basement now this time. Because why? Because Candace claims that she went in to the house after leaving Summer in the care of her three brothers that was in the house watching the internet, on YouTube, whatever. She goes in looking for her, claiming 2 minutes later, and the kids say that she went down the basement. Looking down there and she ain't there, can't find her. Realized the back door was unlocked. The back door is never unlocked. Don Wells makes sure of that. This basement door, if you walk out the basement door, you look right across from you and you'll see the trail that this individual or individuals had to come up and exit, where the car was supposedly left. If you go to the left of that door, you'll see Grandis' trailer, where Grandis and Candace was, working on the knee brace or working in the flower garden. If they were there, somebody come up that trail. Remember, Don took us down that little trip, took us on a tour of that trail. All the noise he made when he was walking, you'd think they would have heard something. Especially a woman that is scared of snakes, bears, and coyotes. She would have been aware of leaves rustling, branches breaking, walking through the woods, in or out, because it had to have been either way, because she waited long enough. She went in the house and the back door was open and she was gone. No footprints, nobody. Down a trail that takes more than 2 minutes to get down, that apparently, according to Don, you couldn't run down, couldn't run up. With a grandmother that has got a bad wheel, her knee got hurt in Gatlinburg, she couldn't have done it, you'd think. The boys in the house, Don's at work, adamantly make sure of that, on his way home. But she wouldn't go in the woods. She claimed she looked for her, but she wouldn't go in the woods. Where did she look for her? She wouldn't go in the woods. If she was abducted, she went on that property. Where did you look for her? If you were so adamant that she got abducted, she went on that property, where would you look for her? Not on that property. You also claim you went down the road looking for her. Did you hear a vehicle pull up? No, because remember, the dogs weren't there. Made sure of that. Dogs wasn't there. Made sure the dogs weren't there, but they were there. According to video, they were there, along with the other search dogs. The trail, search dogs went down and saw evidence that Summer had been down that trail, but it didn't stop. She wasn't dead at the time. She was alive. Was she put to sleep by the candy that y'all gave her? You think so? That way she wouldn't make a big fuss with somebody she didn't know that come up in the woods, come up through the woods, making all kind of noise to the back door that happened to be unlocked, that had never been unlocked before. Where's Don been going the last 2 times he disappeared, Candace? You told a complete stranger after finding out who she was, involved with on YouTube, telling her your stories. You come right out and tell her that Don just got up last night and left, and this morning when I woke up, he was gone. Where'd Don go? Where'd he go? You had to tell somebody that you knew would get to YouTube, and it did quick. Where'd he go this time? When you pulled a prank on Mary, you made sure you told Mary the story. That way she would get it to Miss McDonough about the cartel and the law. Where'd he go? During both them times, Jenny had come in the picture. First time, told the story of what Donald did to her when she was a child. Also told the story of what Don did to his older 2 kids when they were grown, when they were born. Shortly after they were born, when toddlers. About trying to sell one to a drug dealer and then turn around and try to sell one to her. Or she was going to try to buy her from her. But old Pam, remember that name too. Old Pam, his ex-wife, stepped in and stopped that shit. Yeah, both times Don Wells was involved and was eager to go ahead and sell his child then. And both times he was squashed by his ex-wife. Now, where's he going? Was she abducted? If she was abducted, why did the law give you back your phones and say it wasn't an abduction? If it was an abduction or a kidnapping, they wouldn't give you phones back. They would have let you keep the phones with a wire hooked up to make sure if the abductors called for ransom, they're going to call you. The law said it wasn't no abduction. You won't go in the woods, but you'll carry your daughter to a weeded up swimming hole with trash laying around. Tell me ain't no critters around there. Where's your grandma? Where's your mama? Why don't you take off? What I'm getting at is there's a story here that is underlying, and it's coming out. You sit there and you take the trust, earn the trust of a wishy-washy, flip-flopping YouTube channel so you can push your false narratives, your fake narratives. Then, Candace, you get pissed off. You start getting attitude because you think Don's trying to get a little too close with Cher, ain't he? Old toothless one up there starting to get your man's attention. Rumors started spreading about a 17-year-old woman. Trying to throw that out. Trying to cover somebody, tit for tat, keep you off H. That's all bullshit. Where'd Don going? Talk to the middleman. Make sure whoever's got her, so y'all can make sure that the reward money gets up to a certain level before y'all split it. For all of a sudden she just shows up at Robin's house. Or somebody like that. Somebody innocent. They'll just drop her off in the front door, and that way y'all can split the money. Or is there somebody that's supposed to give you the other half of the money? They don't give you the first half, either that $50,000 or $80,000, whatever it is. Or is Don also making sure they're on the same page? You see, if they get caught with Summer, something happens. The truth gets out. It seems like you got a lot of leaks everywhere, even your advocacy group. Somebody's leaking. Oh, poor old Michelle and them. Somebody in there don't like what y'all doing, and they sure letting people know about it. Yeah, it's going to leak out. Somebody's going to tell. And what's Don worried about? What you worried about? Who's got Summer? Well, they going to squeal. Boy, if the law catches them with that youngin', think about it. You think they're not going to say nothing to nobody? Are you crazy? They're not going to go down by themselves. Let y'all get all the money? Are you nuts? Nobody wants to go to jail. Even your husband don't want to go to jail. He don't even want to wish that on whoever's got Summer. Remember? He wouldn't wish jail on nobody? Don right now is worried about his third strike, ain't he? Yeah. That's why. See, Don's trying to cover his tracks. He ain't moving nobody. No, you have to have a freezer somewhere for that. Don ain't gonna mess with no damn nasty shit like that. Not saying she's nasty, saying if she was dead. No, Don's got to put somewhere. Somebody's got her out of state or somewhere. Don just got to get out of town or get out of the area so he can make phone calls on cell phone, on somebody else's phone or whatever he's got hit somewhere. Make sure everybody's on the same page, or get a face-to-face with the middleman. The middleman's always help. Yeah, Don's gonna cover his ass. Don ain't stupid to try to make it out to be slow, and neither are you. Because y'all both have hustled all your life. See, y'all been down these road before. in and out of trouble. First two kids taken away from you. You know, now you got the other three boys taken away. You had to keep the boys in the situation, in the story. You couldn't just say that, tell them that the boys just told you that. Boys end up telling on you, especially when they're split up, different houses. You know, them boys ain't gonna talk. Any chance to get back to mama. Just like whoever's got Summer, any chance to stay out of jail, they gonna talk. Where's he going? And who's the other woman at your house when the law was called out there that night? When you made the old story up and married, huh? Your neighbor said there was another woman there. You went running down the driveway, the other woman will come running down after you, and here come old Don behind you. Who is the other woman? Nobody's ever said anything about that, is it? It ain't the 17-year-old. I don't believe it is. You know, you said your parents was Mormon, wasn't it? I thought that's what you said in the interview. You thought you claimed that you was a Mormon in your past. Is that what's going on up there? You know, a harem? Maybe it's his ex-wife, Pamela. She loves Summer just like a daughter. Could she have anything to do with this? Who is it? What's going on? Who's really up there with y'all? Does anybody know? Where's Don? Does anybody really lay their eyes on him? Or is that person that's up there with y'all just telling everybody, oh, he's here, he's okay? Just to be cool with it? You know, all them bunch over on the other side trying to sell you a little story to Oz, they don't give a damn about you. They all out for their story. They don't even care about Summer. That quit a long time ago. That's obvious. It ain't about Summer no more with them. But some of us out here really do give a shit about that, you know. We want to find her. We don't want to give her back to you. I'll be honest with you, I don't. I want to see her get safe. I want to see her get to a good place. I was kind of hoping you sold her to somebody worth a shit that's keeping up with her. But for Don to keep having to disappear the second time, every time Jenny opens her mouth, first time was she brought the shit up. The second time was whenever we found out from Mary, and Mary taping his damn recordings, tells her that she's going to press charges. He's scared to death now. So, of course, she takes off again. Don's covering his tracks. Did you cover your tracks? Did you come up that dog trail? You took that youngin' down that dog trail? Did you take her down to Don when Don claimed he was at work? That's why he got back so fast. Did Don take her off to meet somebody while she was asleep? That way she wouldn't cry so much. Is that why you gave her the pills? Or the candy? So she wouldn't cry and say, Mommy and Daddy, Daddy. Because you know what? No matter what y'all did to that youngin' still loves y'all. Y'all her mom and daddy, just like them other three boys. And when they grow up, eventually they're gonna start feeling the remorse. They're gonna start feeling the hatred towards you for what you done. Right now, they don't know the difference. You can slap them in the mouth, they don't care, like a dog. Them youngins love you to death. Do you feel for them? You're pushing this abduction like somebody's hurt her? Or do you care? No, you showed more remorse in your Oscar-winning performance the other night whenever you tried to lie to Mary, telling her that Don had been taken and been beaten the hell out of by the law. Than you did about your own daughter, that she always answers you. And she was just gone. All the little fake crocodile tears down at the pond, that pond that you all weeded up, trash everywhere, but you won't go in the woods. Why is that? You lie too much for anybody to convince me that you're telling the truth. The only thing you have told the truth about, Don did. And that's one thing he said. He said, my daughter effing loves me. You know, I hate to admit it, but that's true. She does love you, Donald. But she don't know you. Neither you, Candace. Did you love her? I think somewhere down the line you did, but then jealousy kicked in. Or what was it? I mean, other people try to give you a little bit of benefit of the doubt, saying that you were trying to protect her from Donald. Because his ways. Just like his sister said, it triggered her memory whenever she's 5 years old, same age as Summer was. Or was it jealousy? You didn't want to keep her, you wanted to abort her. Or you wanted to put her up for adoption. You weren't going to keep the child. But then Donald found out it was a female. It was a girl. Oh, he had to have her. You stuck then, wasn't you? What's going on with y'all two, Candace? And who's that woman up there? Who's Pam? Sanchez. She helping Don? Didn't Don tell us not too long ago on Sherry's little hiding behind the shithouse wall? Didn't he tell us that he don't have females working with him and his boss don't allow you? Well, you think that would also reflect on his home would, too. He wouldn't do that at home either. Somebody's helping you make repairs on your house. How can you afford that? None of my business. I'm just curious. Who is she? Why was she chasing you down the road? What's her ties to everything going on? Are you going to get any of that money from Oz? Seems like you got a lot of questions you need to have answered too. We want to know where Summer's at. And you know. Both you and your husband know. Neglect, that ain't the word for it. Dishonesty, oh yeah, it's there. Negligence, maybe. But straight ass, indecent people. That's what this is. Why don't you come out and tell us something? Let us know what's going on with Summer. Quit playing games. Quit pranking. Tell somebody the truth. It's going to get hot here in a little while. It's going to get deeper, and you're going to be able to climb out of that hole. For long, you ain't going to see daylight no more. It's up to y'all, or whoever's got her. Whichever one comes forward first, that's who's going to win the golden ticket from the DA. Think about that. Are you really married to Don? Can you be protected by spousal privilege? Can he turn on you? In a heartbeat. Think about it.